I'm gonna open up the public hearing for the proposed, for the purpose of discussing the proposed comprehensive plan. At this time, the floor is open for anybody who wants to talk about the comprehensive plan. Hey, Gary.
You've already earmarked it, so I don't know what you can do with it.
I think we actually put it down.
What do you, I didn't
Yeah.
relate to the conversation.
I think we might have earmarked, we earmarked some of that for what part?
Oh, yes.
Or about-
It's like 32.
Yeah. Probably Gary didn't even know that. Yeah.
I've just been waiting a little longer, I gotta order a couple benches, or at least a bench, but I wanted to figure out, I was gonna talk to Kevin about it, figure out how many he thought was appropriate.
Yeah, for down in the court.
Yeah, I'm sure at least one on each side, but maybe
Yeah, here,
two on each side, I don't know.
We will gotcha. He's not here today.
Yeah. But that's all right, we don't need them right now.
No.
I don't wanna put them out in the snow.
Why not? I'm gonna make two piles, one with just my signature and one that has a second.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Joe, is, Mr. Conley, is he feeling okay?
Yeah, actually, Robbie talked to him yesterday when we were reading meters, he said he seen that.
Okay, good.
You called me last night.
Yeah,
They called me last night.
yeah, for the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just,
Didn't want to get it from my room.
There's probably gonna be snow on the roof, I mean, there's icicles hanging down there in the park.
Yeah.
I see them on the camera, the icicles dangling, I was like, great.
I ran into my office this morning and I dressed in snow. That's awesome. Not leaving though.
It's close, right?
yeah, we'll lose it over time. No, we just watched that TV. Yeah, yeah, I know. All right, they were 18 years old, you know. They did a great season, you know. And last year too, they had a good season. They were all freshmen last year. So yeah, this week is the, they got the wheelchair basketball.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Every time we touch something, it turns to shit, so.
They got a couple of people from Syracuse men's basketball, and
I
I
know.
got two from
I'm
there.
actually in the process,
Five.
in the process of getting prices, yeah,
But
cause
I don't really know.
$20,000.
These guys probably like 20% a day. I'm not really sure. Who else would be. Celebrity.
boss man, I will have something. I will have something. I didn't have it when he made the agenda, but I do now.
You got something to talk about? I hope it's good. I hope it's juicy.
No.
It's not juicy. No, it's, that's the language of the
Those need more. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, well, I did it because I'm the fire chief.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still do it. Right.
January's back.
Yeah.
Everybody was wondering.
Take the paws off, is that,
Nope, we don't take the paws off.
squeeze?
Copy. I'll send it.
Joe, how do you pronounce that last name?
Maybe we talk about,
I'm like, that's the right. Gallagher.
it's like the guy that smashes the watermelons.
You don't know him? You know?
lives on Sulphur Street, he
Probably
used
all.
to 58.
Was he the one with the compliment on his house? For overture?
No, my oldest son is
So
30.
that yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought maybe,
I might,
you know, I didn't know. Yeah, just, it's
Have it?
Kyle in there, my son Kyle, or this, they graduated together. And it's his daughter. I just-
Hi, Wayne.
Hi, how are you?
He knew him.
Good, how are you?
I'm really ready for spring.
Well, not as ready as we are, Wayne.
I bet.
Do you still have salt or did you run out?
No, we still got some, yep.
Yes.
We actually we had more of a problem keeping sand than we did salt, so we,
Where's he going?
just because we mix it all, that's really what saves us, you know?
Right before you
Yep.
hit the brain, the left-hand side, pretty much across the street from their house, it was across the bigger apartments.
okay.
This was the house, and it was like houses, right next to the towers, the smaller houses.
These have two, those have one. Do these need one?
Yes, I think,
Okay.
please.
I wasn't, you know.
Did you have to go up on the hillside, up on the hilltops?
Yeah, we sanded 3:30 or 4:30 this morning, and they're gonna have to go do it again. 'cause
Oh, my
I cannot believe how white the roads are.
I
Can't
wondered-
believe it, we cannot win.
I heard him at 4:30. They didn't plow, they just threw sand.
Yeah, the roads they were actually just icy, there were no snow on them, but
Yeah,
it was slippery. So now they're white.
I'm crazy.
On 233 today, the blowing across there was terrible.
Wind
I'm
is
like, boy,
just-
I've missed that.
The wind has just been relentless. This year, it's crazy how bad it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, in all the years, I'm telling you, I think this is the worst it's ever been. Bob Easy come over when I was at the office there, he's like, well, I just was wondering when the guys might be out sweeping. I said, well, last week our intent was to be sweeping Monday. But obviously, we're,
Mother Nature didn't make it.
yeah. He said, well, I usually get my car out in May, but I wait till you guys get the roads done. He's got some classic car, must be in a
Oh, yeah.
store somewhere. and he-
Bob does?
Yeah.
Huh.
I said, we're shooting for next week, but I hate to say it, we're gonna.
I know it. Don't know.
I would never thought we'd have this kind of wind and blowing like this.
Okay, these need to sign.
Listen, I lived on Terrace Hill from the time I was 22 till I was plowing that road till I was 22 till I was 40. So yeah, I lived up there before we had shifts. I plowed before we had 2 shifts up there. That was always fun. Park them at 11 and come back at 4.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, every day, every day.
Like, talk about no life, huh?
You had 0 life.
Yeah.
You were on house arrest from November 1st till, it was funny because we were talking about today's garage. Usually it seemed like winter was over in March most of them times
Okay.
when we were younger. So
Sure.
you could, but now, geez, it drags into April and end of April, it's like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I remember every single Mother's Day being on the soccer field and it's snowing and raining
Yeah.
and awful.
Yeah, down
Yeah.
at the
It
office
was
and stuff.
always awful, yeah.
Yeah.
It was never good.
Yeah. I remember a couple of those being canceled too because of the snow.
I
Yeah.
can remember plowing on Mother's Day. Same thing, 6 inches of snow we had. It
Yeah.
was 70 degrees on Friday, and for Saturday and Sunday, it was 6 inches of snow on the roads. Oh, God, I hope that don't happen this year.
Oh, my son's birthday is May 22nd and it could either be 30 degrees or it could be 80 degrees.
No, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
You just I always figured March you had one wet, heavy snowstorm.
And it's funny because this March, we had some wind and not nothing heavy early and really didn't get a lot of big snow, wet, heavy snow in March. It was funny. Then all of a sudden here we are in April. Must have got their months screwed up a little bit.
Do we need to do anything with that Parisville Road, with the water main break there, the water line repair? Do we need to do anything with an apron or anything there? Like it's someone's driveway?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah, it's just right, it was along that grass, so.
yeah, it's in between Venero's driveway and the next one up.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, once they make top, we're gonna cut that out and pave it, but
Right.
there's nobody's making top right,
Right.
or, I'm sorry, nobody's making blacktop right now. Unless you go to Syracuse.
Oh, really, Syracuse making it?
Yeah, they make it.
It'll be frozen by the time it gets here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, you
Got
that's-
that hot
Hot
box.
box.
You know, it's funny.
What you're talking.
That's, it's a county road, so it's required by them anyway.
We
so-
paved, we put a collie pipe in. Oh, Jesus, I don't even know, it was late in the year, just before the snow. On, Campbell Road there, right by the trailer park, that all, remember, they all fell in, they had put, Ted Parks, they ended up hauling blacktop, they hauled it from Albany.
Wow.
Nobody was open, they had no blacktop plants open around here, they had to truck it from Albany to pave that. Cause that's how late in the season it was, and it was cold. Held up pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they trucked it all the way from Albany to bring it here to finish that road. That was 10 years ago already.
Oh, Wayne, I have this for you. I don't know if you have these, I'm sure you do, but I found some extras,
They blackout tape?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
here's for you. One of my travels.
Put them in the package, right on the box.
I know where these go.
Perfect, thank you.
Just a minute, we'll start the other.
Thanks, Tony, sorry to bother you on it, but I just wanted you to understand.
We got her, Mike. Okay, 5 o'clock on the dot. Okay, I'm gonna close out the public hearing, for the purpose of discussing the proposed comprehensive plan. Okay, I'm gonna open up the, town board meeting, and we'll start with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, again, welcome everybody. Okay, let's see, I'm looking for a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on March 11th, 2025.
I'll make
Make
it.
a motion,
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion to approve the financial statements for the month of March of 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
Second,
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. I have nobody on the agenda that might be talking this time, so we're just gonna move on to my info. I'm just gonna be skipping that first one. We just gotta make sure we have the comprehensive plan procedure done correctly. All right, so we're just gonna hold off and just make sure we'll just look at it one more time. Speeding concerns on Sulphur Springs Road. Everybody kind of saw an email that I did receive. Obviously, I responded back to this person as well. I've also reached out to Rob Macho and Mary Pratt, because this is a county road. All right, so we only have so much say with, I don't know if you had to see this at all, Wayne.
I've heard.
Okay, all right. You know, concerns about the speeding, obviously, is what's going on up and down Sulphur Springs Road. I don't know if there was some drag racing too, I guess. And of course, the famous dump trucks that are going back and forth, so. I just wanted everybody to see it, to see the complaint and concerns that is happening on Sulphur Springs Road. And just for the record, obviously, that's not our, speed, sign. That's what, the counties we feel?
Yeah,
I forget it's the county, they
It's got
put them
county
in the
police
school
on it, yeah.
zones
we got this big thing going on now with school zones,
and
so
sending out
I'm
letters.
getting, they'll be, I don't know if that one will light up or if it's tracking you down, but
Yeah, that's what we were
what they're
wondering.
doing, it sends out warnings and then after that you get a ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, they did
For
500 and
sure.
some in New Hartford.
Right.
500 and some in a week in New Hartford and 54 in Whitesville.
60 in Clinton.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's only in a few days.
When did it switch from 30 to 55? Do you have any idea?
Up at Reservoir.
Yeah,
The signs just before Reservoir Road, it's
Oh, yeah,
when
is
you're
it-
coming down,
Yeah.
it turns to 30 at the, right
Maybe like
when you come in
Reservoir, probably in that
It
area.
is.
Okay. I kind of read it that, they just,
Oh,
they changed it. It was originally 30 and now it's 55. Okay, so it's right where it's, where they changed.
right, it's always
Okay.
probably, it's always been probably 55, and
Okay.
then it cut off up there, so.
Actually, I think it was 45 down through that school for the longest time, then they changed it to 30.
And if we all remember right, because we looked to try to lower it under 30 at one point, you know, when Jim was here, and Jim stated that's the lowest you can go in.
Well, I don't know, I think,
West
I think-
Side is school zone 25.
well, I was gonna
I
say,
drive through it
Waynesboro
every day.
over there on, what is it, Parks Mills Road?
I think the state laws, you have to have so many walk, or, you know, for so
It's,
many kids like walk or whatever, the
25.
I think
sidewalk,
it's-
the whole like.
I just think it's up to the, I think it's up to the county. I think they, especially being a county road, I think they would probably do a study.
Yeah.
They'd come in and they, because they have all them guys that do all that.
Correct, yeah.
And they would say, well, if you wanted to lower to 20, it'd be probably from school to school, and then, obviously,
All right.
Well, you would think Whitesboro, they have a sidewalk, so why would they have to be so long? Like, we don't have sidewalks, so you would
But we
think
don't have
here.
walkers. Ours all get bused.
Oh, I see lots of walkers,
Well, yeah,
honestly.
they do, but
Yeah.
they do bus everybody.
I mean, I don't care what they do there, unless they put a cop sitting there.
Ron, you're right.
You're wasting signs and you're wasting time, because
It's not like we have a say anyway.
that's right. Nobody,
Right. No,
nobody,
no, we don't.
nobody abides to it. They just,
You're right.
you know, it's, sometimes
It's
you
a
wonder,
hill,
I mean, 30 is, go 30, I mean, it's not a big deal, you know, it's,
it's harder to go 20.
a lot of people can't go 30.
Yeah, but it is a big deal if you hit a child.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it is.
Just happened
Yeah,
at Central Square.
You can hit a child at 20.
yes, but they won't get as hurt. I mean, they will get hurt, but.
It's just they, people, like I said, unless there's law enforcement probably sitting there every day, to really slow them down, it's gonna be tough to.
They put cameras all over the buses and people are still passing them, so I mean, it's,
Yeah, no.
you're, some of these people, they're just ignorant, I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Let's see, fireworks over Sequoia, I think it probably what it is again.
Yep.
They're set off to go on May 16th, all right? They're going to use the upper hillside like they always do, but the event is held at the school. And just a reminder for the training for the workplace violence, sexual harassment, just try to do your best to get that squared up. Anybody that hasn't finished that. If you're having issues, just let us know. All right? The other thing that came across that was supposed to be on here too is looking at the New York State controllers report on fiscal year endings, on who should be doing their audit reports, basically checking their books. For the fire departments, as of right now, Paris Hill hasn't done theirs since 2019, and Sequoia hasn't done theirs since 2016.
I was
So-
at a training for that, and they are sending, and they are starting, they sent letters and calling, there's 208 fire departments, they're going to start getting audited. The fine can be $5 a day for every day it wasn't done. And 2 out of 6 are in our county are ours.
So it's a concern right now that those books aren't being audited. So something that we will have to monitor just a little bit. That's all I had in my stuff. Did anybody have any questions for me? Wayne, highway.
Yes, it wasn't long after the last month's meeting, I got a phone call from, salesman at Utica Mac, to advise us that there will be an added $3,500 tariff, projection for the new cabin chassis that we voted last month. I think it was 174 last month. And what Art told me is basically they're putting this in with the hopes that it's gonna be off before even the truck gets built, so.
Yeah.
But he said, I don't wanna not tell you about it and not put it in, and then you get some surprise to say, oh geez, I thought it was, you
Yeah,
know.
right, this number, we got this.
So,
Are you looking?
You wanna amend the resolution and add the $3,500?
Yes, please.
to it?
It seems like what we should do, yes.
Hang on, I'll get the number of the resolution.
Great, thank you.
Let's see, resolution 27 of 2025.
Okay, so looking for a motion to make amend to resolution number 27 of 2025.
And it'll be, because it's
Increasing it.
174 plus your 3, so 177.50.
177.
177.
177.5.
Yeah.
All right, can I get a motion?
I'll make that
Can I
motion.
get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right. What else?
the second part would be the body of the truck. We got the updated part from Tracy Road. Again, it's basically this says 171, and again, it gives you the information in here that says, you know, there could be an added fee, not guaranteeing it, but there could be an added fee. And basically what this paper does, what this does is we sign it, or we get the approval, we sign it and send it back to them. This gives us a place. It don't necessarily tell us that, okay, your body's gonna be, but it gives us a place to say, okay, you're on the list.
Right.
It could be months
Get in the queue.
down the road to get it done, which is fine. But I guess we need to,
Yeah, because this is for the
this would be,
blade.
this would be the sander, box, the plow equipment for the new Mac 10-wheeler cabin chassis that you voted on.
Yep. Yeah, this is the other half.
Yeah,
You need this.
basically. So, yeah, kind of hard.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, but, that's really what I got at this point. I don't know if you even really, they put a fee on here, with, you know, basically there's updated stuff or whatever they did with 171,856. I don't know that you wanna hold true to that, or I don't know how you wanna work that, or.
Well, they could, not to exceed. Yeah, we can do that for now.
Well,
and if
because,
the tariff comes in,
Yeah, and then if.
we'll do the same thing.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I guess basically I just wanna make sure that we can, it's okay with everyone to fill this out and give it back to Tracy so they can at least get us on that waiting list
Okay.
for the truck.
Okay, so you're looking for the agreement with Tracy Road Equipment, purchasing the sander.
Yep.
The plow, you know, basically the plow unit, and, I'm sorry, there was a thing. Same one?
It'll be the combination box, the dump box and sander,
Okay.
and it'll be the plow equipment.
Okay, okay.
And we're only, this time, we're not buying a double wing snow plow, we're actually buying a single wing
All right,
snow plow this
all
time.
right. Not to exceed, $171,856.
Yeah, and 83 cents.
And 83 cents.
Got it.
All right, can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second? All in favor?
Okay, so we can send this back then?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want me to sign it, or you can sign it, whatever you want?
Yeah, I can look at it, see it. So, one of the other things here, we went through, the traffic lights down to the corner. So as you guys know, you purchased a truck,
Yeah.
a bucket truck, last year before Jim had left, that they purchased a bucket truck.
Yes.
Anyway, I think Mike said, or Tim said that they charge us
Yeah, it's out of control.
$600
Yes,
every time they have to come change a bulb.
right.
So Jason, because Jason and Steve Messenger are, qualified on the truck too, anyway,
Yeah.
Jason looked up the price of the bulbs for the unit down there, and I think the most expensive bulb was $65 or $75 a
Yeah.
bulb,
Yeah.
the most expensive. not that, so I don't know if you folks, we, as the highway department, we totally can,
Yeah, we appreciate that, yes.
we totally can go down and change a bulb when it's out.
Thank
To
you.
save us
Yeah.
$600 a whack. Basically, we thought that if we put 2 of each, you know, 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 green,
Yeah,
and just had them on the shelf, and when we drive, oh, the light bulb's out, or somebody calls the shop, we take the truck up
right,
and we fix the bulb,
I know,
instead of calling.
yes.
I almost, when she told me, I was like, are you kidding me? I could not believe it was that.
It's out of control. Yeah.
I can't believe it. So, I mean, there's things, you know, with the electrical or what have you, or, you know, if the blade gets ripped off again or something, I mean, that we can't.
Right,
But as far as going to change a bulb for $600,
Yeah.
I think we can, I totally know we can handle
I'm
that.
all about that, there's a line for that and everything, so.
Okay, so if you
Please
guys
do
are
it.
good with it,
Please, I say yes, yeah.
and again, I think, I wanna say, just in the winter, they changed 4 bulbs for us.
Yeah. I wouldn't stock up too much on bulbs, I mean, I know they're not that
No, no, I
expensive,
think-
just because traffic control line gets depleted.
Like I say, I mean, 2 each, you figure, usually, well, now, since they raised everything up and put everything back where it was,
Yeah,
Doing it once yourself is gonna pay for all the bulbs.
yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. We're not buying that many.
right,
6 bulbs at 60.
We do it at least twice, they
It's
do
only
at least 2 bulbs a year,
360.
Yeah.
because it seems like once they change one, next month another one
Yep.
goes.
And these, the bulbs that Jay looked up were LED, so they're not, they're just not incandescent bulbs, they're actually, you know, for your
I
driver.
like it.
So if you're good with that, we'll handle that stuff until it's something we can't handle.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
And, the last thing was that I was curious about, I talked to Mike and Kim about, was our brush pickup for years, I'm gonna go back a long time, I mean, 25 years probably, has been from November, or, it's been from May to October, I think it was, right? That's what, I would like to change that to April to November, only because, I know there's a reimbursement with what happens, how you guys do it to
Yeah, reimburse highway
and
department.
I just, because we pick up so much stuff before May, we actually really almost do a full pickup because we gotta kinda clean everything up before we go sweep.
Sure.
And plus if the weather's good and whatever at the end of the year, we can keep going, you know? Cause some people don't know, we call, when you stop, we stop in October, well then a tree fell down and you're like, geez, I thought you guys were done and put it out, we'll come get it. Well, I think just maybe if we make it from April to October, or November, everybody knows about it and we're
Okay,
covered. If the weather turns to crap in November, then we're okay.
all right.
Well,
So what do you think we need to do differently on that?
I didn't know if you
I think
needed,
you'd maybe just make a resolution declaring the dates, I don't know, I think.
Okay, all right.
I didn't know. That's, I just wanted to bring it up for
No, it's,
you guys.
yeah, we'll do that then. So we're gonna just increase the,
By 2 months. We'll do it instead of we'll do it April to November instead
okay,
of
all right.
May to October.
For the brush pickups for those months, okay? All right.
Yeah, no.
Can I get a
So
motion, please?
April 1 to November,
Yeah, November 30.
Weather
It's only
permitting.
30 days in
Okay,
November.
it's only 30 days in November.
I mean, go till the 31st, nobody probably knows.
Which is Thanksgiving.
Mike, I got Judy with one motion. Second motion? Second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's basically all we got, so hopefully.
All right. Any other questions for Wayne? For highway? Thank you,
If
Wayne.
there is any questions, we are definitely out sweeping, we've, done that. Who you are? Race Automotive, I don't know who that is. But we'll, so anybody calls or asks, we're out, we're definitely out, so just get rid of this weather, we'll be full till.
Understandable.
when-
Good.
Yep.
Thank you, Wayne. Gina, codes and zoning.
Summer building permit since the last meeting, and I'm reviewing one new residential right now that, you know, I should have done by the end of this week, with getting the next issue of permit. So I'll be the second house for this year. I got my 24 hours of codes training and annual required, and I'm going in a couple weeks for my required 16-hour floodplain training in Ithaca in a couple weeks. And then that's about it, unless the rest is kind of like legally.
Okay. Okay. Any questions for Gina at this moment? Thank you, Gina.
Yep.
Mike, town clerk.
So, I know Patty's looking into, or the procedure of changing the website, making it look a little more appealing to the residents. I started the .gov part, we're just waiting for them to hit us back with they're okay with everything. So that's well on its way. Tax collection's completed, I handed in the books yesterday,
Alright.
so they're paid, everybody's good. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Okay. The .govs, we all gotta have what? Emails with .govs basically?
That's not even, they're not requiring that yet, they want our website to be a .gov.
Oh, is that what it was?
Just to give people a little more confidence when they go on the website, they're thinking they're not getting scammed.
Yeah.
And then once that's established, we can decide whether we want .gov emails or not, but as of right now, that's not a requirement.
Okay. You know that, Dr. Cheryl, he sent me something yesterday on that too. I thought it was about emails as well. I'll double check it.
It's gotta be easier than frontiernet.net.
Yeah. No.
Well, not
I
only that,
keep
the
in mind, I
county,
had too much
sometimes,
saved in there.
sometimes I can't have proper correspondence with certain people because for some reason I'm already on a block list. They just don't like my email, there's no reason for it. Sometimes I can send stuff, sometimes I can't. So, not that it's gonna solve the problem, but it might.
Okay, alright.
Now, is there any, not to prolong this any, but is there any like security with these .gov things, or it's just .gov and that's all there is to it?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little more legal to it, like it's a .gov.
Right, certainly.
Probably not good to tamper with.
Yeah, behind the scenes kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Usually goes through a certain, like, website service.
The .gov was basically me getting a domain, like I had to request the domain, so it'll be like townofparis.gov.
Yeah.
Luckily it was available, because there's multiple towns of Paris.
Yeah, sure.
So once that's established, once they're okay with everything that I told them, they're just double checking, they will tell me how to do it to the digital towpath, which is our website right now. It should be pretty easy to switch over.
Yeah.
Can you do different, like, weebly or things like that?
A what?
It's like a weebly site or something, and you have stuff, 'cause you can.
I don't know what you just said.
No, because they're like easier, they look nicer, like digital towpath is not.
Right, well, that's
They're
what
updating it.
Patty's in the process of
Yeah.
learning how to make it so it's just like a little more in your face and not just text.
Yeah, they're updating it so it's more phone
Has
friendly
some
too, so you can,
C++ code, that's all it looks like.
Yeah.
so you can get it on.
Well, yeah, it all looks like HTML.
Yeah. Probably great.
It's still cheaper.
Yeah.
Alright. Any questions for me? Thanks, Mike. Gary, Park.
The gate's open.
That's
The wall's
awesome.
not. John's supposed to be back next Monday.
Okay.
Hopefully brings a nicer weather with him.
Oh,
And we'll work on, I know Bob Macy said there's quite a few trees and stuff down on
Is there?
the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the walking trail,
Walking
basically, for
trail,
sure.
yeah, up in the woods. It's just guys on the chainsaw.
Just call.
Alright. I haven't been up there yet, I didn't wanna go up there.
Probably a little soft back there.
A little rainy and stuff.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I'll put battery in it, so I don't know.
If he can't get up in and out of there with his four-wheeler or whatever, he's welcome, our side-by-side still has the tracks on.
Oh, does it?
At the firehouse, yeah.
Alright.
He's
Where's that
welcome,
done, man?
welcome to use that and cut trees or whatever.
Oh, very good. Alright, thank you.
From the hollow, everything's gonna be so wet, it's pretty wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We have touch a truck scheduled with PTO on the 26th. We're supposed to have the bathrooms open by then, hopefully the weather is.
26th of April.
April 26th?
Yeah.
I'm not turning the water on for that.
I know we did last year, or kind of,
Yeah,
you
we
know, we did, but, the porta potty's down there.
Yeah.
These are the fireworks of the 16th of May. We're gonna do swim lesson signups, May 28th and 29th, that's after Memorial Day,
Okay.
26th. And then I'm gonna try a Saturday sign up from 10 to 1 on the 7th of June, so sometimes it's hard for people to get on. I don't know that I'll do the signs.
I was gonna ask you.
Mostly, I just don't know if they're worth doing.
Your problem.
If you're okay, maybe I'll ask the school to put out a parent square message for the community wise. Hopefully, it's the most effective way to.
Yeah, I got you. For everybody to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's part of the shared services with the school, so.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, if you're okay with that,
Yeah.
they don't have any
I think it's
issues.
a good idea.
New hire or orientation for all the kids will be June 26th, it just kind of, it's that Thursday, so they're still so late this year.
Oh,
I
is
think
it?
Wednesdays are still testing,
Oh,
so I can't do it, I usually do it on a Wednesday, but so it'll be the Thursday the 26th, graduation's the 27th.
okay.
Last year we had pools open on Friday night or whatever, but we'll just do the Saturday opening, nobody really came. I will be down graduation night, I always have an issue with the volume for the cops at the fall,
Okay,
because there's always a rowdy.
okay. Do we shut the gate usually on that night usually?
No, cause if it's there, a lot of kids, a lot of people park.
Oh, we just don't.
Which is
We're not,
fine.
we don't do reservations.
Right,
We
we
don't
don't
do
do
reservations,
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry, that's
but,
what I
and
was-
obviously the pavilions are, there's no reservations.
Yeah.
So it's never local people, it's
Okay.
never local people, it's always, other people. Session one will start the 30th of June for swim lessons. Session two starts the 21st of July, I think swim day is the 8th of August, and then I had for a closing date, let's see, August 17th was the closing date of the pool. We usually close it before the school starts.
No.
The kids go back to college and they don't have life here. And nobody comes, the weather's gonna be like 40 degrees in the morning.
Yeah, there's always that time,
There's
right?
always that time, and
Yeah.
people are on vacation, so it's not worth keeping it open. Don't think it was cold enough, so. I know, I've been in there, I know we had issues last year with some stuff. I talked to the city of Sherrill, because they did a whole resurfacing project last year. They gave me the name of the company, and I highly do not recommend them. So,
Okay.
tell people that do it, he says, honestly, if you have somebody who can do any concrete masonry work, just go to McQueen and Vanagon, order the Marsite for the pools, and have them mix it up themselves and do it, and patch it. Wherever, because it's not worth having this company come there.
Yeah, because there's only so many companies that do that.
Right, and he says you can just order it Marsite from
Okay.
So, I know, I'm trying to think who's dying, usually just Thailand, I know. I've done some, I mean, I don't know tits, technically, but I've done some things, I don't know how good I am, but once you get into those hot pools, or like as the sun is shining, I don't know how quick you gotta work, but I guess cans of Flex Seal will make it work.
Yeah, mine too.
I don't know, I haven't heard anything come across about the New York Swims grants,
Okay.
for this year. Usually you get it before I do.
Yeah, haven't either.
I want to say it comes out in May, and then it's due in June.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
It's like a month. When I talked to the city of Sherrill, they said that they didn't qualify because they didn't have the population. So I don't know how well it will work statistic wise. I don't know all the comprehensive plan stuff, we could probably pull some of it, right, because of that demographics.
Yes.
Isn't that right? Yeah, okay, so I'll probably ask about some of that and then see demographics and all.
Okay.
I know Clinton's closing their pools, they're not opening, they're done.
Don't tell me we're riding the king,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Money pit, man.
it's a money thing,
Pools.
so, I
It's
was,
always been.
I know, I don't know, they suggest like the Wattis Foundation does a lot of, like, recreational, grants and things like that, so it'll probably be something to look into. Cause honestly, I don't think we're the only, and then, is Whitesboro the only one? I don't think they're. Whitestown, no, I think us and you,
Only one's left, huh?
Probably be a chlorine shortage this year anyway.
No, those are,
Karen,
those are
she'll be
resolved.
such a
Less than
Karen
years
on
ago,
it.
yeah.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, that guy from Canada too.
It's a chemical we had to get out, so.
How about looking at upgrading the playground area?
yeah, I mean, I did look at equipment and stuff on that, I know the schools upgrading theirs this year, and we're getting upgrades, so we put in orders for the capital project and stuff, and we.
Can we get their old stuff?
I was just gonna say, their old stuff's as good as.
That playground.
Yeah, can we get it?
I literally built that playground.
I don't know if they're adding on to it, or they're
There
getting rid
wasn't
of it
one
in general.
when I started.
Ask them shared services, I will give it to
I
you.
had up the whole project
I know they're gonna put swings on.
I've got the plaque at home.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put.
If you have it moved over here, we'll get you another plaque.
Thanks.
Yeah, all right, yeah, see what they're doing.
Judy, you're hired to build it over here.
Oh, I was young
So,
then.
Yeah, I can see what they're doing, I don't know if they're just adding more stuff onto it, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Swings or something too, but, I looked at some of the catalog things they added, something.
Yeah, because we did put some money aside for that. So
Yeah.
maybe just touch base with Kim and just see how much that was.
I think it's like 32.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I think there's somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cheap either, and then I have to ask, if we do any new updates, do we have to change the surfacing? I thought there was a new wall that came across, I'll have to ask the insurance guy, I don't know, he said he was okay with the wood chips. Mike, do you remember the insurance guy? said-
Yeah, we just needed some kind of cushioning material there. We
Okay,
didn't-
alright.
And he went down there, so if he had an issue, he should have said something.
Okay, yeah, alright, so.
Is that the recent one?
Yeah, the other day, Nymer guy came
Oh,
and
yeah.
wanted,
Yeah.
after he met with these guys, he met with me, just wanted to talk about Tom Clark's stuff, and also bet my ear about the park.
Yeah, I think we'll probably pull the spray bars,
Tried to get you out of it. He said, who's in charge of the parks? I said, well, James Christian, but he's not here tonight. And they still hook Mike.
Thanks. Usually it's long with Nimer. Usually I'm with them like a whole
Well, he
day.
told us, he said, I just need you for 10 minutes, and 45 minutes
Yeah.
later, we were.
I mean, he was
still
a
answering
hell of a nice
questions.
guy, had a lot of little good points or
Yeah.
things, at least down for us, down to the shops, what to do. He was really good.
It's not what I anticipated being an insurance guy
No.
coming in and telling you how you're supposed to do stuff.
No, he was-
really,
He was great.
real easy.
He really was great, which is, we passed it, just little things
Yeah.
was good.
Like for their training thing last year, I do weekly inspection reports, so I have those on file
Yeah.
too. If there's
Perfect.
anything that's like an issue.
So actually for ARPA, we earmarked 38,765,
Okay.
so, because maybe less than $1,000 for those benches, but.
Right. Okay. All right.
I did,
Yeah.
I did forget one thing.
All right, where everybody, where everybody?
Am I too late?
It's Carrie's turn.
Yeah, I'm all
I-
set,
I
I
don't know.
turned the phone over to you, it's there.
Here, you're all set?
I'm good, I think I got everything.
We talked earlier about the mowing tractor,
Yes.
and it fell through, the deal fell through with, it was a Town of Jordan or Town
Yeah.
Albert, whatever it was. Anyway, Town of Verona had one up on their Auctions International site that Vinnie and I went over and looked at, and it was actually $10,000 cheaper than the one. They had it up on their auction site, obviously they went through what they had to go through with that. They had a number they wanted, which was 40,000, and they talked to the folks who bid on it, look, we're looking to get more than that, distracted. Now, we don't wanna do it, so he called us and said, if you guys are able still, or want it, they'll sell for 40,000. I mean, it's well worth it, and I mean, we have the capital to
We do, I just don't know about the procedure.
take care of. We bought one of the snow plows from them, from Town of Verona, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Through the town, it was municipality, I know we bought that little Mack from them. I don't know how that
We'd
went
have to
down.
put that out to an RFP.
Even if you buy municipality to municipality,
Yeah,
because I don't think I don't know, I don't think.
we probably put that out to an RFP as well.
I'd have to ask Jim.
I mean, it's as simple as just advertising in the paper, this is what we're looking for.
Right.
And it could be pretty much what you're trying to
Yeah,
buy.
All
Yeah.
you do is advertise the specs of that exact tractor.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And it gives other people a chance to beat their price, that's all.
Yeah, and if it took them a month, it's,
Okay,
so,
Yes, it's doable, but that'd be the proper way
okay,
to do that.
So would you like to advertise for bid for,
yeah, I've gotta get to all the, I don't even know what it, I know it's 26, 15 or 16. Yeah, I'll have to get the particulars from them, and we totally can, yeah. So you need to, whatever, make a motion for it
Okay.
to do that?
So look for probably a new
well,
law.
just to put it out to
Yeah, put it
bid?
out to bid, yeah.
You give me the specs that I'm gonna put out to bid.
Okay.
If you're looking for a sweeper,
No.
not to,
Or-
basically not to exceed,
Lower.
Alright.
well, whatever.
All right, yeah, all right, so
Yeah.
I'm looking to do a motion to put, to look for a mower, put it out the bid.
Yep.
For the highway department.
Yeah, Tom and Verona were purchasing it from, or,
You'll get the specs on
Yeah, you just get the information from him and he'll put it in the,
I'll
Okay.
put it in the paper and then we won't be behind.
we'll get it.
and then you're gonna have a public hearing.
Can we get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Okay, thanks.
All right.
good thing you brought it up.
Jeez.
No, that's
I
good.
know.
You have to have a
Well,
special meeting
we told them folks, I did not know the whole procedure,
Oh,
that's fine.
before the next meeting.
We can have it,
November.
we can try to have it ready for the next meeting.
To open it or something like
Yeah.
that?
And if we don't, then we'll have to just push it out.
Yeah, right, it's, I mean, they know we're interested, so we just
And they
go
understand
through
the
the
procedure.
particulars
Yeah.
for it, and we'll do it, that's fine. It's probably gonna be a little bit before we got them all.
Yeah, let's
Hopefully.
Look by the looks of things.
That's it. Okay.
Got the snow plows on.
Okay, anything else from department heads?
Sorry about that. I do actually.
Wait.
I just, I got a call from Marty Hubbard yesterday. Huh? No, I'm not on there.
Yeah.
No, he asked me and
I know
then
you
Marty
said it.
called me yesterday, so I wasn't gonna call him and say, hey, can you put me on
No, I got you.
the, he did the pump station on Butler Road.
Yes,
They wanna know where we stand with the one on Sulphur Springs Road.
across the street.
And, I wasn't quite sure until yesterday afternoon when we had a leak over there. So, we did get it repaired, but again, that stuff's old. The question I have is actually probably for you, because he bid both of these pump stations last year or the year before? Last year, right? And we held off on one because it was, they were expensive. But I didn't know if we have to rebid it again as long as he holds his price. I don't know enough.
I haven't had that question put to me before.
Okay. All right, well, it doesn't have, I don't need the answer tomorrow, I just didn't know, and I didn't wanna tell him yes, I mean, my reserve fund is over 350,000,
Yeah,
so I mean, I know we have the money for it, I just didn't know what.
Procedure wise.
And if we didn't have to bid it again, it'd be great, because I think if we bid it again, he's gonna add 10%.
Yeah,
or
sure.
Whatever, you know, I don't wanna.
How did we handle that bid in our minutes? It was this, so we obviously did the sealed bid process, and it's just we only acted on one half of the bid.
So we didn't take any action at all on the other?
On the
On
second.
the other, we just left it.
Were there any other bidders?
No,
No.
Hubbard was the only bidder.
We can pull that information and get it over to your office.
Yeah, I have a sense of what I wanna say, but until I.
No, that's okay, like I say, I was pretty certain what I had to say had to be directed at you anyway, so I just don't know where we stand with
All
that.
right, so we'll try to gather that.
Yeah, I'll send it.
And,
Yeah.
Mike and Kim, sent the information out for the pickup, so we can try to
Okay.
keep up on that.
Hopefully
irrigation stuff.
Hopefully
Yeah,
it takes,
like you say,
it's
if
like
it-
pulling teeth now. I almost gave up.
Yeah, it's a lot different, it's a lot different than when we did it there, and
Yeah, back in the day when we did that.
It's,
More
they
complicated.
changed the whole process.
Yeah, they sounded the same software.
And nobody answers the phone at OGS.
Come on.
So, actually, I should say that Kim did get a call back,
Did she?
so she's supposed to call that gentleman tomorrow.
Okay. All right, all right.
But, yeah, that's all I had. I wanted to make sure I asked about that pump station.
Yes, I know, that was, you're right, we should probably move on that too. The other one's working real nice, huh?
Yes. Yes, doing just what it should.
Yeah, that's great. And everyone's happy with the water
And
pressure.
Nobody complains.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, and water pressure issue up on Paracel was for Butler.
Yes, well, yep.
All right, any questions for Joey though? Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, looks like we need to go into executive session, is that fair to say, for code and zoning issues, so that what we're looking to do, so a motion to go into executive session for, I guess, legal reasons at 5:36 PM. Second? All in favor? All right, with that being said, we're gonna go on an executive session at 5:59 PM. Can I get a motion on that?
I'll make the motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, let's see, I guess we wanna pay pay the bills. A motion to pay the vouchers? Can I get a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
And then we're gonna close out the meeting at 6 PM. Can I get a motion on that, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second is Judy. All in favor? All right, everybody, thanks again.